Welcome back to another episode of Ethan's Delicacies. Today, I'm going to take you through how you make an easy homemade sandwich, whereby the ingredients, they're easily obtained, and they're just 5. Namely, bread as the main ingredient, tomato sauce and aromat for taste, then our vegetables of onion and tomatoes. And plus our plate here, which is going to be used for both putting the toppings into our bread and also after, when it's ready, we put it on that plate. We have reached the preparation phase, which starts by, you get this onion, you cut off the top part and the bottom part, then you remove the outer cover, and then you leave it to be like this, bare. So I'm going to take you how you're going to chop the toppings, but before I take you that, if you have not opened or used your toaster in a while, you can be switching it on as it's preheating. As you can see, the light is red, but once it turns to green, just know it's what? It's now ready for you to put in your bread. So meanwhile, as it's preheating, you come these ends and show you how they cut off the toppings. Which starts by, when you're cutting them, make sure you cut into a circular disc form, like this one, like that. Then you make 4. Now that was our first one, this is our second one, our third one, and our fourth one. And you're done with those. Then you go for the tomato and do exactly the same. You cut a disc formation, but for the tomato, make sure it's bigger than the onion, so because the onion is going to sit on top of the tomato. So you cut, you make 4, and our last one. So now we are done with the toppings, and these ones are going to be on one toast of bread. So when you're done with that, you get your bread, open it, then you get your one toast from it, put it onto our plate, put the rest aside, then you open it. Then you get your tomato, you put it at the bottom since the onion is supposed to sit on it. Then you get your onion, then you place on top. After that, we get the ingredients that are going to be used for taste, which is tomato sauce and aromat. So you first apply tomato sauce. Make sure not to apply too much, just like little. Then you put it aside. You get your aromat, you sprinkle some onto the tomato sauce so it can attach there. Like that. Then after, you get the top part, the top slice of the bread. Then you get our butter. Don't forget to use butter to smear on top of the top, because it's the one that when the bread gets ready, it will turn into a golden brown form on top. Then you get your knife or your bread knife from your cutlery equipment center. Then you get some butter, smear on the top slice of the bread, like so. And after that, you put the rest back. Then you cover. As you can now see, our toaster is even ready because the light has now changed to color green. Then you open it. Then you put your bread inside. Like that. So, as you have seen, we did the first one, which is inside the toaster. But before we close, we're going to put another one in the other side. So, what I showed you in the first step of making this one is what you should exactly do for this second toast. So, which is just like this. Preparing and putting all the toppings in our bread. So after this section, we come to the cooking part, whereby, remember I told you to leave it to preheat, so it's done heating up. So after putting our bread, we just simply close, and then you give it like 3 to 7 minutes for the bread to get ready. As you're doing that, you can be cleaning your utensils you just finished using. After cleaning our utensils which are there, we come and see if our bread is ready. So we first switch off from here, then you open and see. Wow, I thought it would take like 7 minutes, but actually just took 1 minute from what I knew. So you get one out using a plastic, because if you use a metal, you'll scratch these parts of the toaster and you'll damage it. So use a plastic spoon, then use your finger, then you put it on your plate. Then using your bread knife, you cut it and see what wonders are inside it. As you can see, this is how it is. It may not look much, but can even be tasting better than the ones that you buy out there in the in the restaurants, supermarkets, wherever you buy them from. So you can get your fork. Knife is already there. Just get the fork. And come and test our masterpiece. See. So before eating, it might be hot, very hot, because straight from the toaster. So you first leave it to cool. But for me, I endure the heat and just eat it direct. So, as my names were, Ethan Basime, that's how you go through a homemade sandwich. And just please subscribe my YouTube channel, like, follow, and share, and comment below the section column. Thank you for watching.